What's going on? I'm back with another working theories. Excited for this one for a number of different reasons. This is called the Waypoint, and if you read the newsletter, obviously this is a great way to pulse check who's on your team, what are they excited about, what are they not excited about, and really get a pulse check of the highs and lows of your company. This is a tool that I use in my consulting nowadays because for me, it's the quickest way to get up to speed with a new company, understand what they're doing well, what they're not doing so well, and what the opportunities for improvement are. So I put together this doc. I've always called this the waypoint because for me, it is just that. It's a waypoint, it's a stopping point in which I can meet with each member of the team or whichever group that I'm really working with at that time to understand what's going on in the business, what are their goals, and more. So, that being said, I won't sit here and read the doc. I'll link the doc so you have a chance to really go through it as well. But uh, as far as an overview, I always learned, especially at Numa, I had conversations with the team, I talked to the team, but quite frankly, I never really understood what my team wanted, what they were doing well, what they weren't doing well. I never gave them as much space as I think I needed to voice out what their concerns were, what they were excited about, what they weren't excited about. So this is really that designated pause for a lot of team members I did this with. It was a 30 to 45-minute call, and it was around these four questions. I would send these questions, excuse me, to the people prior to any meeting that we had, and just ask them to take time and really sit on them and come prepared so we can have a better conversation. And the first question: what do you think you're doing well, not well? Really, a chance for them to self-assess. I might have some ideas going into it, but again, if I'm walking into a company I've never been a part of, this is just good for me to see where their heads are at. Right? It gives me a good idea of their personality as well. Maybe they lead with all negative. Maybe they lead with all positive and think they're doing nothing wrong. It just gives me an idea about the personality. The second, what do you think the company is doing well, not well? This is typically an easy one for most people to do, but it gives me an idea about, at a high level, from their role, what do they think is going well, not well, and what are their optics on the company, right? What do they think the company is doing well? And maybe that's truth, maybe that's not. Three, this is probably, in my opinion, the favorite one. And I typically end with this, but it's third in the order here. What are your personal goals, professional goals over the next 10 years? There's a lot to break down here. To run a company well, you have to know your people. And to know your people, you have to know not only their professional goals, but their personal goals as well. Some of the best incentives you can set in front of people will be from the personal side. What are they hoping to get out of this role that helps them unlock something in their personal life? And I like choosing 10 years because, well, quite frankly, a number of things. 2, 3, people think about a lot. Where do they want to be in the next 2 or 3 years? But 10 years requires you to really sit down and think, where am I going and why am I going that direction? It gives people a chance to really pause and consider where they want to take their life. And I think that's an appropriate conversation to have, especially if you're the founder of a company. But if you're managing people as well and reading this, it's just as important to know the hopes and desires of your people so that you can lead them to, in the correct path in their career, or at least set the right goals and incentives in front of them to really move them closer to where they want to be in the next 5 to 10 years. And then the last question: what gets you excited about the company? This has always given me good answers about what really is our unique advantage from a recruiting standpoint. Why do people like working here? What are we doing that's going to be unique that they could work anywhere, any company that they wanted? Why is it the company that I'm running that day? So hopefully it's helpful. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, or concerns as you go through this. But a helpful training video, hopefully for whoever is watching it, but certainly for the founder or the manager trying to get a better understanding and read on their people. Hopefully this will help.